Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is February 13th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's resize, maximize this quarterly chart, resize this, and I need to verify something. Yes, everything does look okay. All right, let's zoom in here. The SPY is still green here on this quarterly chart. It doesn't look as bad as the Nasdaq at this time. Again, we still have, again, this last week I was looking at the SPX or the future contracts and all that other stuff because I was having a problem with my platform viewing the SPY. Now I'm back on the SPY. The SPY still haven't broke 700 and all. It's at 691 is the high and all, and it's having a hard time up there at this time. Let's go ahead, but we're still green and all. Let's go down to this monthly chart and see what we see on this monthly chart. On this monthly chart, we can see that we have gone up to a resistance 1 level, which is right at around that 700 point, and pull back. We're still staying above pivot. We're still staying above the 9-10 moving average. When I'm saying staying above pivot, that's this white line right here. And I'm saying staying above the 9-10 moving average, that's this line right here. And also, we're still technically in a bull market, but very cautious. I will be very cautious at this time. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see here. On this weekly chart, now you can see why I'm saying we should be very cautious at this time. On this weekly chart, we got a red candle and all. This week was pretty bearish and all. And the other thing that we're looking at here on this is this evening star. The next thing is a confirmation candle if that happens. So again, this market has been very choppy here these past few weeks. We've been in this little range here and all. Look like we might break this range, and we can come down to maybe a support. This is a weekly chart, so these are monthly pivots. We could come down to a support 2 level and all, and bounce if this thing does continue to drop. I don't see us coming all the way back down here to this level here or below this green candle right here and all. But I do see that anything can happen. It looks like we may be setting up for a drop, or this might be at the bottom of the range and we might get that opposite candle. We may get this thing going back up, but we start, because again, by the end of the month maybe, but because we started out above pivot, I do kind of expect us to get back above pivot, but we've dropped quite a bit. We came down to below a support 1 level and we pulled back a little bit. It's all based on what's going to happen Monday and what's going to, again, with government shutting down and all that kind of stuff. It's just things start getting crazy in the market, and other things that are going on out there in the world at this time. We're seeing it in the market at this time. So be careful, be careful, be careful. Let's go ahead and go down to our daily chart and see what's happening there and wrap this on up. And I want to go back. I want to just kind of show how this thing has been kind of doing this thing here, but we got where we kind of topped and all. And the last couple of weeks, we haven't been able to get back to this top up here. Because again, I was thinking we was going to, this week that we would break the whole 700 thing. But as soon as we got back up into that supply and all, this market has been selling off pretty hard. And all, that's what I see here. But let me zoom in just a little bit more where we can take a closer look at what's been happening here. The other thing is, I still see that this could be the bottom here and all. It came when it got down here again. It did come up pretty good, but we got a doji and all. And come next week, we will be opening below pivot. So for me, that's not a good sign and all. It's time for maybe me to take a little break. Because again, if we do drop and I'll come next week, we can see us dropping maybe below that whole demand level that was right here. Because again, our support 1 is below there if it's going to come down to a support 1 level and all. And we got 666 down here also. It could come. It can do anything, But that's the thing. If it drops below that support level and comes to a support 1 level, we may slip even a little bit more. And that's not that much. That's 3 plus another $4. That's only $7 down to hit their whole 666 number. Somebody targeting that, you know. But be careful. All I can say is be careful. Be careful. Be careful. We would like to see a candle coming back here to this upside in this thing, give us that morning star, and get a reversal here. But don't know. It's kind of hard. We've gotten our confirmation of these little patterns here, and we bounce where we expected to bounce, but we got to kind of like wait and see what's going to happen next week. And that's all I have. That's all I can see. It's a lot going on. There's a lot going on out there. So this market is showing it at this time. That's pretty much it. That's all I have to share at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys still had a great week. Hope you guys still have a great weekend, and I'll be speaking to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.